Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. I hope everyone is fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear viewers, the topic today which we are going to discuss is the levels of organization of organisms. Yesterday, which I discussed was about how many types of organisms are there and in how many groups we have placed them. But are these organisms placed in one group? No. There are different levels on the basis of their similarities in which we have placed the living organisms. Levels of organization is also known as hierarchy of life. What is the meaning of hierarchy of life? It means that each level, each upper level is more complex than the lower level. When we are increasing, when we are going up, so it means the level, the complexity of living organisms also increases. जितना हम लोग ऊपर की तरफ जाएंगे मतलब उस ग्रुप में लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की कम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज हो जाएंगी इसको बोलते हैं hierarchy of life. Okay, now on the basis of hierarchy or the levels of organization, we have divided it into 7 levels of organization. The smallest level is known as subatomic level, and the highest level is known as individual level. Since, dear viewers and students, this is a very complex topic, it will not come in only in one video. So that's why I have divided it into two parts. This is part one, and the remaining which I will explain in my second part, which I will upload sooner. So, dear viewers, the first level is known as subatomic level. So, before describing subatomic level, what is atom? A lot of students are confused, and many questions come in our mind. Atom is not an English word. It is taken from a Greek word atomos. In English literal meaning, it means indivisible. So how we describe an atom? It is the smallest particle of matter, the smallest particle of anything. First of all, class, there is confusion over there. When we look at the meaning of atom, it means undivisible. But this is not right. Atom is further divided into three subparticles. Now, here I said that it is the smallest particle of matter. Now, another question arises that what is matter? Matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. That is called matter. Okay? So here this confusion is also removed. Now, what is matter made up of? Matter is made up of elements. Now, what is an element? Element is made up of similar atoms. When one or more than one similar atoms combine, they form an element of which matter is made. So, dear viewers, here we are also describing some of chemistry. A chemical portion is also here. Some chemistry portion is also comes here. So, dear viewers, this means that these all particles are interlinked with one another. Okay. Now, what are the three major particles of an atom? Atom has three particles. Number one, electron, which is negatively charged. The second particle, proton, which is positively charged. And the third particle is known as neutron, which is uncharged or neutral particle. So, dear viewers, here this topic comes here to an end of atom and subatomic level. Atom is made of these three particles. This is known as some subatomic level. Now, the next topic which arises from this same topic is bioelements. As I said, elements are made of more than same atom. What are bioelements? Those elements from which life is made. Out of there are 92 natural elements in our world. 92 elements have been discovered naturally. Out of these, 16 are found in living bodies. Out of these, only 16 elements are found in our bodies, which are known as bioelements. And only 6 out of these 16 elements make our body. 99% of our body is made of only 6 of these elements. Now, what are those 6 elements? I have made a chart now, which I will explain one by one. The first foremost element of which our body is made is known as oxygen. Oxygen occupies about 65% of human body. The second useful element is known as carbon, of which our body is made 18%. The third useful element is hydrogen, which makes 10% of our body. The fourth one is known as nitrogen, which makes only 3% of our body. And the fifth one is calcium, which makes 2% of our body. And the last but not the least is phosphorus, which makes 1% of our body. Now, if I add these, the sum will be equal to 99. So these 6 elements combine to form 99% of human body. Now, what are The remaining, now what is the remaining 1% of our body made of? It is made up of those, the remaining 10 elements out of these 16 elements, which consist of, I have only written the symbols: potassium, sulfur, chlorine, sodium, manganese, and etc. So here this topic also comes to an end. Now the next level of the level of organization, as I said, there are 7 levels, is molecular level. Now what is a molecule, dear students and dear viewers? Each organism is made up of a large number of molecules. Molecules are made of two or more than two different elements. Okay, it combines to form a molecule. Now, our body is made up also of molecules. These molecules are known as biomolecules. Okay? And what are biomolecules made of? Biomolecules are made of bioelements. Okay? Now, what are these elements bounded together? They are combined through special force which are known as ionic or covalent bonds. They combine so that two elements combine and a molecule is formed, so they cannot be separated. There is a natural force between them, which is known as a bond. On the basis of molecular weight, we divide molecules into two types. One group is known as micromolecules. Micro means those molecules which have lower weight, and they consist of only glucose and amino acids. What are amino acids? Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Everyone knows protein. Protein is the bodybuilder of our body. Okay, it builds our muscle. Now, what are proteins made of? They are made of amino acids. Okay, the second types of molecules are known as macromolecules. Macro means those molecules which are made up of higher molecular weight. Their weight is higher as compared to micromolecules. Now, which compounds, yeah, which elements come into this category? Starch, our carbohydrates, and the original proteins, because they are molecules which are made of higher molecular weight, so they come into this category. So dear viewers, my today's topics, I will conclude it now. Today, the topic which I thought today was the levels of organization. So dear viewers, as I said, it has 7 categories. It is divided into 7 levels. It is a very lengthy topic, so I described only 2 of them. The remaining 5 levels I will describe in my next video. So stay tuned with my YouTube channel. I hope you guys have a very good day. Allah Hafiz.